Mary Berry has said in the papers today she's got no interest in having Botox. But one woman who has succumbed to it is journalist Sarah Vine. She's been dead against it for years. However, she's admitted that ageing has really affected her and she didn't like what she saw in the mirror. The piece that she's written today, it's in the papers, and I have to say, there were bits of it, I was reading it on the train on the way into work today, that really resonated with me. There's a paragraph here when she says, it's deflating when your 12-year-old keeps asking you why you're so cross when in fact you're feeling rather jolly. That really struck a chord with me because I've said it before on the show, it's no secret, I've had Botox. And the reason I had it was because my daughter kept saying, why are you so cross, Mummy? And I was completely fine. I've just got a particularly strong frown. And it's kind of wearing off a little bit now, so I can, I've got a bit of the frown back. But what's really interesting is I understood her embarrassment of holding her hand up.
Because you did keep it a secret.
I lied my Botoxed face off.
Why?
No one could tell either, because my face didn't move.
Poker face.
Yeah, very poker face. No, do you know, I lied because I was embarrassed. Because I didn't want to be that person. I'm a nice, normal, down-to-earth lady, and I didn't want to be one of those women that is so vain and up herself that she would go to, some fancy place and go and have poison injected into her face. And then, when it wore off, and my daughter asked me again, why are you cross, Mummy? And I scuttled back into that clinic and had her put back in again. I realised, actually, who's the fool? It's obvious anyway. Just say it. But I get it, that initial embarrassment of holding a hand up and saying you've had it done, even though everybody else is having it done and lying, is awkward.
I think that's also, though, well, you're a bit younger than me, but our sort of generation, because it's quite unusual for our age group, because we didn't do it when we were younger. Whereas, my daughter's friends, who are all in their 20s, they're always... It's almost like going to get your nails done. They go, oh, yeah, no, I just went and had my nails done and a bit of Botox. And I'm like, but you're in your 20s, why do you need Botox?
Yeah.
But I did the same as you, a while back. Came back from holiday and I had those two sort of, well, I've got them back again now because it's long ago, but those two lines like that.
Yeah.
But when my face was in repose, they were there. So I always looked slightly sort of cross.
Yeah.
So I did a tiny little bit of, but the rest of my forehead could move. But even now it's worn off. It was ages and ages ago, and I wrote about it at the time. I did say straight away. It relaxed the lines enough for a while that actually they've sort of stayed away.
That's what I don't mind about it, because it's not as scary, not just saying about that per se, but, little procedures that you can have that maybe, tightening facials or what have you, in that you kind of feel if it goes wrong, at least it will go back to normal again.
I would never go under the knife.
No.
That terrifies me.
For that reason.
Yeah. Now, I have thought about things in the past. I did think at one time I would like to have these little bits lifted on my eyes, but then I was too scared about it because that is like proper operation and that there. And I've also thought I'd like my neck done because my mum gave me a complex about my neck. When I was in my 40s, she used to go, oh, your face looked lovely on telly, but your neck looked... Hence the scars. Covering it all up all the time.
One day we will get you on here and get rid of them.
But that's what mums did. Or that's what mums do, isn't it? They just tell you exactly what they see.
I never realised that is actually why
you wear
and the
wine belly as well. So, so thanks, Mum.
Yeah, well, I did. Again, I wrote about it. I had, because... it was last summer. This is me on holiday, and everyone was like, "Oh, you look glamorous." All I could see was my chicken neck, my turkey neck. I was like, "Oh my God,
what did you do?
Look at my neck! Look at my neck!" So I went and had some treatment called oil therapy, which again I wrote about. And I mean, I've still got a little bit, but my God, it's made a difference.
Do you know,
and again, it's
non-invasive,
and I was in and out in an hour.
I want that neck.
You don't need it.
But it costs a lot. I got it for free because I wrote about it. It does cost a lot of money. It costs like $3.5 grand, so it's not cheap. But it lasts for 2 years.
Yeah, but it's cheaper than a lifetime of scarves.
It is.
Yeah.
Just saying. A fortune on them.
Yeah.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.
Remember, they get to the bit where it says, and if there's anyone in this room knows of any impediment why these two should not be joined together, and Amy went, and the whole room went,